Howdy and welcome. The Virtual Reality Medic here, answering another question. Great question. How does a heart attack work? Like, what's happening inside of the body when the person is having what we call a heart attack? Well, there are a couple of different things that could be happening, but today we're going to talk about the most common, really like kind of number one. And remember, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. So we really need to do better at that. All right, so let's talk about this because here we are in a vessel in your heart. Now we're in the left anterior descending today, the LAD, and that's this vessel right here. Now this is a big vessel and a very important vessel because it feeds all of the left ventricle, and the left ventricle does a whole lot of work. Okay, so the LAD feeds the left ventricle. Now, for those of you that study the heart, there's circumflex artery. We're not going to talk about that at the moment. We're just going to be talking about right now the LAD because that's the one I'm standing inside of. So here I am in the LAD. Now, if you know anything about blood vessels, you would assume there'd be blood just rushing past me right now because there'd be a lot of, blood flow and all of that. And yeah, absolutely. Well, I stopped that so that you could see what I'm looking at right here. And boy, that is a lot of junk inside this artery. That's not a good thing. With all of that junk inside the artery, that's creating kind of a blockage. And that blockage, and now, of course, the virtual reality medic is here, and I'm not making it a whole heck of a lot better, but that blockage is going to cause a decrease in blood flow to everything downstream, so everything that way, okay? The blood flow is still going to be coming from this direction, but then it's going to create a pinch point here, and you're not going to get blood flow. You're not going to get a lot of blood flow in that direction, or you're going to get, at minimum, starting off, a decreased amount of blood flow in that direction. When the blood flow is cut off 100%, because a couple of things will happen. One, all of this, these are all just, I put trash bags here, but imagine these are just all lipids, right? All fats that are inside of your blood vessel here, along with platelets and all kinds of stuff that's kind of building up. And so as this is building up against the wall, not only is that creating the pinch, but then also we get some constriction of the blood vessel because the blood vessel reacts. The blood vessel is going to try to push more pressure this way, and it becomes a little smaller. And so what happens then is we get a complete and total blockage. When we get that complete and total blockage, there's no blood flow going to the left ventricle here. Okay, if there's zero blood flow going to the left ventricle is going to fail and that person is going to go into cardiac arrest. If there's still a little bit of blood flow getting to that left ventricle, right, there's just enough to kind of keep the heart going, it will still go, but there will be a lot of pain because, as you can imagine, if you have a decrease in blood flow to a muscle, it starts to hurt, right? And that's what's going on, right? So you're going to get that pain, and that's that sort of chest pain. Now, interesting thing about chest pain, okay, is that it's different for different people. Okay, for different people, it can be different. The chest pain can be in the center of the chest. It could present as maybe abdominal pain. It could present as left-sided chest pain. It's not always exactly the way that you see it, like in the movies and stuff like that. But the key is that if you believe someone may be having a heart attack, you should call 911. Get those paramedics out there as quickly as possible. We do have ways that we can help decrease the effects of all of this stuff in your blood vessel. Okay, and of course we can monitor this thing right here because boy is this heart important. This thing is really, really important. Okay, and so we can monitor that, make sure that on the way to the hospital we can give you the best care possible. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for the questions. That was an absolutely wonderful question. There's more coming. I'll see you on the next one. I got to clear some of this stuff out of here. Man, this is not easy. Where am I going to put it all? Yikes. Maybe some exercise would help get this stuff out of here. Definitely a better diet, too. Wow. Oh, that was a big one. Whew. Let's see if we can maybe push it against the wall, kind of like an angioplasty kind of thing. Okay, well, maybe I should talk about angioplasty in a coming video. That'd be interesting, I guess.